Is it time to buy or sell Microsoft stock? In this video, we will explore Microsoft in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 2nd of June, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more thorough analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to keep up with our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any important updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched artificial intelligence stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI for free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 24th of April, 2025, our system has ranked Microsoft as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 2.72. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Those who acted on our analysis would have seen an impressive gain of 19.28% since we first identified Microsoft as a buy candidate 27 days ago. This translates to an average return of 0.71% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock has broken through a wide and robust short-term upward trend, indicating an even stronger rate of increase ahead. Should there be any pullback, support will now be found at the ceiling of the current trend, which has been breached at $457.91. This level may present a second opportunity to capitalize on a rally. According to fan theory, $516.68 is projected to be the next potential peak level, likely serving as a resistance point that may not be surpassed on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 23.4% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between 6.65% and 22.35%. In terms of the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of negative 5.76%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary between negative 28.49% and negative 9.65% over the coming year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $330.36 and $417.41. Our latest daily update from Microsoft includes the headline, Microsoft stock price ended at $461.97 on Monday, after gaining 0.35%. The Microsoft stock price gained 0.35% on the last trading day, Monday, the 2nd of June, 2025, rising from $460.36 to $461.97. It has now gained for 3 consecutive days. It will be interesting to see whether it continues to gain or takes a brief pause in the coming days. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 1.14%, with a day low at $456.89 and a day high of $462.11. The price has increased in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 1.7% over the past 2 weeks. Volume fell on the last day by 18 million shares, with a total of 17 million shares traded for approximately $7.64 billion. It is important to note that declining volume amid rising prices can indicate divergence and may serve as an early warning of potential changes in the upcoming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $468.35, while the lowest price was $344.79. Currently, the price is 1.36%, or $6.38, below the 52-week high of $468.35, which also represents the all-time high for the stock. Microsoft is making headlines today with significant developments that could impact its stock performance in both the short and long term. The company announced it is cutting 305 jobs in Washington state, adding to nearly 2,300 layoffs in recent weeks. While this move may streamline operations, it raises concerns about employee morale and productivity, potentially affecting market sentiment around the stock in the near term. On a positive note, Microsoft plans to invest $400 million in Switzerland to enhance its artificial intelligence and cloud computing infrastructure. This investment aims to meet the growing demand for AI services and aligns with client needs for data locality, particularly in the finance and healthcare sectors. Such strategic moves could solidify Microsoft's competitive edge and foster long-term growth, potentially driving the stock higher. Additionally, discussions are underway regarding an AI partnership with Samsung, positioned to rival OpenAI's collaboration with Apple. This could signify a strengthening of Microsoft's footprint in the AI space, further attracting investor interest. Despite these developments, analysts caution about the stretched valuation of the stock, implying that while short-term gains may be modest, patience might be necessary for long-term investors as Microsoft navigates its strategic initiatives and market conditions. Overall, while layoffs may create immediate concerns, the company's investments and partnerships position it well for future growth, likely yielding positive outcomes for its stock in the long run. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, May 21, 2025, it was reported that Piper Sandler assigned Microsoft an overweight grade with a hold action. On the same day, it was reported that Wedbush assigned Microsoft an outperform grade with a hold action. Additionally, on that day, BMO Capital gave Microsoft an outperform grade with a hold action. Furthermore, on that day, Evercore ISI assigned Microsoft an outperform grade with a hold action. Earlier, on Thursday, May 15, 2025, Citigroup gave Microsoft a buy grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Microsoft stock a general buy rating. They consider the price-to-earnings ratio as a sell and the price-to-book ratio as a strong sell. For return on investment, the analysts rate the stock as a strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Microsoft. The Microsoft stock presents buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, suggesting a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, a general buy signal emerges from the relationship between these two averages, indicating that the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. Should there be any downward corrections, support is expected at $457.73 and $423.83. A decline below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Monday, April 21, 2025, and thus far, the stock has risen by 28.64%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Notably, volume decreased during the last trading day, despite rising prices. This creates a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. The stock warrants close observation. Some negative signals have also been identified, which may impact the near-term development. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, sell signal. Pivots, buy signal from 30 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 21 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 6 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 28 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 24 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal from 28 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal from 23 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 14 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Microsoft. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $425.40 and $390.49. There is a natural risk involved when a stock tests a support level. If this level is broken, the stock may fall to the next support level. In this instance, Microsoft finds support just below today's level at $425.40. If this level is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $390.49 and $357.86. This stock is typically traded at a healthy volume, and with minor daily fluctuations, the risk is considered to be low. Over the last day, the stock moved $5.22, or 1.14% between its high and low. For the past week, the stock has experienced an average daily volatility of 1.23%. Before we dive into the potential favorable trading levels for Microsoft, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This is a relatively typical P/E ratio, often observed in companies with long-standing histories or predictable revenue streams. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 29th of July, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at $3.35. It's important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Microsoft. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the stock could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you may consider entering a position and using volume as a guide for your exit. On the downside, Microsoft encounters its first support level at $425.40. If this support level holds, it could serve as a promising entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Microsoft from various analyst sources is to buy. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 21st of May, 2025, Hogan Kathleen T. conducted an insider sale of 21,500 shares of common stock. On the 19th of May, 2025, Althoff Judson conducted an insider sale of 9,298 shares of common stock. On the 19th of May, 2025, Althoff Judson conducted another insider sale of 6,702 shares of common stock. On the 15th of May, 2025, Coleman Amy conducted an insider sale of 77,894 shares of common stock. On the 15th of May, 2025, Coleman Amy conducted another insider sale of 13,242,774 shares of common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we have calculated the insider power to be negative, with a ratio of negative 52.890. Overall, insiders purchased 112,773 shares and sold 320,014 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $447.19, corresponding to a decline of 3.2%. This stock experiences minimal daily fluctuations, which results in a lower risk profile. Additionally, there is a buy signal indicated by a pivot bottom identified 29 days ago. Is Microsoft stock a good buy? Several short-term signals combined with a generally positive trend indicate that the stock has broken through its rising trend line, suggesting an even stronger upward movement. This leads us to conclude that the current price level may present a buying opportunity, as there is a reasonable expectation for Microsoft stock to perform well in the near term. However, the potential for a false trend break means that categorizing the stock as a pure buy candidate is somewhat restrained. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Tuesday, June 3rd, we anticipate Microsoft to open lower by $1.65, beginning trading at $460.32. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on the information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.